Good morning. Today, Bob and I are off to Miami, Arizona.
Yes, and from Mesa to Miami is about 66 miles, so we're about an hour and a bit on the road, and that's just northeast of us.
The drive up to Miami from the town of Superior, Arizona is just breathtaking.
Yes.
We did make one quick stop to photograph a beautiful mountain range that was just before we had entered into the small town of Superior.
Yeah, the clouds were amazing. They created some really interesting shadows across the front of the mountain, making for some very nice images.
It's just an amazing, beautiful, picturesque drive going through in between the mountains. Isn't it just a beautiful drive?
It is. And you know what? There are some amazing scenic overlooks and a historic stone wall hiking trail along the stretch of highway that we haven't even gotten to.
I know. What's crazy is that we leave here at the end of the month. We're going to have to put that on next year's list for sure.
Agreed.
So, Bob, how about some history of Miami?
Okay. Well, located in Gila County, Arizona, Miami is a classic Western boomtown. It is said that the town was born October 11, 1909, but the area's history does have much earlier beginnings. But what made Miami special was the fact that it sits on a very, very, very large geological mineral deposit of precious metals, that being a huge vein of copper.
In 1906, the Miami Copper Company began working the claims in the Miami area, and the demand for men to work in the mines increased. With the development of a new large-scale copper mine and the need to provide miners with some conveniences like housing, shopping, and places of amusement led to the founding of Miami, Arizona.
At this point, the town was little more than an idea on paper. Only the roughest of streets had been graded, and no utilities of any kind were available. According to the Arizona Silver Belt, which has been established or publishing since May 2nd, 1878, and is still available today as the newspaper in Globe, Arizona, they reported at the beginning of 1910, 800 people were living in Miami, an impressive number for a town that was only 3 months old. Mining began in 1911 as the Inspiration Mine, and production in the mine started around 1915.
But what happened to the downtown of Miami?
Well, through the 1920s and 30s, the population of Miami swelled to nearly 8,000 people. The copper ores were extensive, and the potential for mining in the area seemed endless. But unfortunately, this booming mining town saw the decline of copper mining in 1976, and with it, its downtown core slowly began to fade into history. Miami downtown core has seen some hard times over the years. But to further complicate this, the downtown core redevelopment saw a massive fire that broke out September 19, 2019, severely damaging some of the historic buildings on Sullivan Street and causing residents to have to evacuate.
We're told multiple buildings down here have been gutted by fire.
This is such a shame to see these buildings that all the history just goes up in smoke.
Ray Webb has called Miami home for 20 years, even owns a business around the corner.
A lot of these buildings date back to the early part of the town.
He's devastated to see fire tear through the heart of the historic district.
We received a phone call from our bartender at 3 in the morning. We live in the building, so we were here sleeping.
Bill Clemens owns Wild Horses Saloon right across the street. He spent all morning monitoring the flames.
It makes you concerned because you wonder, you have to watch to see which way it's going or what's going on.
It's detrimental for the town folk that have come by. Just to even see the look on their faces, it's heartbreaking.
Police Chief Keith Thompson says 3 businesses were lost. Those who have invested in the community hope those businesses can rebuild.
I encourage them to come back with a renewed spirit and move forward.
We had the opportunity to meet with the owner of the Wild Horse Saloon, Bill Clements, and Roxy, and they were kind enough to give us a tour of their saloon that will be reopening this coming summer. Bill was then, and still is today, the voice of positivity, and when it comes to the reestablishment of this downtown core.
It was amazing actually speaking with him.
Oh, it was.
It really was.
And truly, he is very positive voice.
He is, most definitely. And the bar that he's actually putting together, I think, is going to be really neat.
Oh, it's very cool.
It is.
Yeah. Very southern western decor. Like, it's just really neat. There are plans in place for this historic town to hopefully see the creation of more retail stores with apartments above. We also met Gary from Daysite Audio, who spoke with us about the efforts of this community. He is looking forward to the grand opening of his New Orleans-style speakeasy bar, and the name of it is going to be Miami Flats.
Yeah, the inside of that bar was really cool.
I loved the wood.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a really neat location happening there, and yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see that when it all happens. So, Miami Flats, a place where folks can come and socialize, relax with some good music, and have a few drinks. Also on Sullivan Street, there's a music shop, Bruce Berry Banjos, where banjos are being made by hand. Bruce Berry and his wife Courtney Odom have a studio at 512 Sullivan Street in Miami where he makes banjos and his wife Courtney makes music, including the songs for the indie film The Woman Who Robbed the Stagecoach. Now, their place is hard to miss. They have their 1927 Ford parked outside the shop, truly an artisan's community. We'll be back next year to see this little town and enjoy seeing its development, and take a look at some banjos. And have a couple of drinks at the Wild Horse Saloon and Miami Flats, both located on Sullivan Street in the heart of downtown Miami, Arizona. We hope you enjoy our photos of the day.
Okay, well, I have to say, I'm actually really surprised. Originally, we came to Miami so that I could shoot an old hotel out on the main strip. I think it's like around, 1914 when the actual building was built. But, we came down here and we found this. It's like an old ghost town here in Miami. So I think this is going to turn into a street photography session. So we will see you guys in a bit. What?
Have a good one, Bob.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Phil. Oh, wow. Okay, this is pretty cool.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right.
Comes back around. What goes around comes back around. Comes back around. Comes back around. Hey.
Hey, if you've made it this far, hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell to know when we're back. And as always, guys, live your best life. We'll see you in the next episode.